Class 8th Data Handling. Today we start the topic probability. Now, in our daily life, we always speak about what is the chance. What is the chance that I will get a car? So, in this statement, I said that a word chance. So, what is the meaning of this chance? So, chance is something that is taken in everyday life, and probability is the study of chance of occurring of a particular event. Remember, probability is the study of chance of occurring of a particular event. For example, by these three images, we can identify in the first chance of rain, second question in exam, and confirmation of ticket. So we can say taking a raincoat on a cloudy day because there are chances of rain, or preparing for a topic in exam because the chance of it coming is more. And the third one, buying waitlisted train ticket because the chance of its confirming is high. So, in daily life, we have these words, or we use these words sometimes. 50-50 chances I will get a car, likely I will get a car, certain, that is sure I will get a car, I will get a chance, that is I will get a good marks. Then another one, it is possible that I will not lose the game, or it is impossible that I will lose the game. So these words are used in the probability. Now we can understand some different types of words by this figure, where the chance of an event happening is shown. For example, if we will talk about meeting with a King Henry VIII, is it possible? So no, we can say it is impossible event. A day of the week starting with a T, we can say yes, unlikely. Okay. The next baby born being a boy, so there are 50-50 chances it will be a boy or a girl, so it is even chance. Getting a number greater than 2 when roll a fair dice. So getting the number greater than 2, there are 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 numbers are greater than 2, so they are likely event. And a square having 4 right angles, this is confirmed, so we can say this is certain. So by these examples, we can say the left hand side is less likely and the right hand side of the even chances is more likely. So they are confirmed that they will be happen. So we can define the probability as the numerical method of measuring uncertainty involved in a situation. That is, the measurement of happening of an event or something numerically. Its uses in mathematics, statistics, gambling, physical science, biological science, weather forecasting, finance, etc. to draw conclusions. In everyday, we use the probability in these fields. Now, how do we predict the outcome without actually doing the experiment? The probability of an event occurring without actually conducting the experiment is called the theoretical probability. That meaning we are not doing an experiment. For example, if we are tossing a coin 10 times, so this is the experiment. We are tossing the coin 10 times. But if we are not conducting the experiment, that is known as theoretical probability. Now, we can take an example. When we toss a coin 500 times and record the outcomes, we clearly know how many times we got heads and how many times we got tails. Then we calculate the probability of getting a head or tail based on these results. This is the example of the experimental probability. So here we are tossing the coin 500 times. Okay. But how do we predict the probability of getting a head without actually tossing a coin? So in this case, we list out all the possible outcomes of the experiment and express the number of favorable outcomes as a fraction of the total number of possible outcomes. That is, we can define the theoretical and experimental probability. That theoretical probability is what we expect to happen, where the experimental probability is what actually happens when we try it out. That means experimentally we will do, that is the experimental probability, and theoretically we expect some results, that is the theoretical probability. The probability is still calculated the same way using the number of possible ways, and outcome can occur divided by the total number of outcomes. As more trials are conducted, the experimental probability generally gets closer to the theoretical probability. Now, some terms we used in the probability. So, they are random experiment. So, what is the meaning of random experiment? An experiment which can result in a set of possible outcomes. So, the possible outcomes, that meaning is the results of an experiment. Tossing a coin, getting head and tail. Throwing a die or rolling a die. So, possible outcomes are number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which are marked on a die. So, this is the random experiment. By this example, we can get an outcome that is the result of an experiment. For example, if a bowler bowling a ball in a match, so the results are, it can result in batsman hitting it, or wicket, or no ball, or white ball. So that meaning these are the results, or we can say these are the outcomes. Event. Each outcome of an event or a collection of outcomes make an event. For example, tossing of a coin result in getting a head, which is an event, and getting a tail is also an event. So this combination of head and tail is the event. Now the elementary event. An outcome of a random experiment is called an elementary event. For this example, when we are tossing a coin and we are getting head, so that is an elementary event. If we are getting a tail, is also an elementary event. Now in this figure, when a coin is flipped, it can be a result head or tail. When a die is rolled, it can result in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Now these results, head and tail, by this example we can say head and tail. So occurrence of the head come up and tail come up is equal chances. So in this sense, we define equally likely outcomes, where the probability of all the outcomes in a random experiment is almost equal. So chance of getting head and chance of getting tail when a coin is flipped is equal. So this is the example of equally likely outcomes. For example, tossing a coin, it can either result in heads or tails, so the two outcomes are equally likely. Then next is compound event. It is an event obtained by combining two or more elementary events associated to the random experiment. Compound event, that is, if we are tossing coin, so we will get head or tail. If we toss two coins, so and we talk about the coming up head, so in both the coins there will be a head. Or another example we can understand very easily, that if we have a die and we are throwing the dice, then when we talk about what the probability of an event, probability of getting even numbers. So even numbers are in a dice is 2, 4, 6 and 8. So getting even number, that is the compound event, where we are getting 2, 4 and 6. These are the even numbers and this is the compound event. Now negation of an event. So as it may rain, that meaning is it can be rain or it cannot. So whenever we are talking about an event, it may happen or it may not. Okay, so it may not is known as negation of an event and it is denoted by a dash. So we can say the probability of an event is defined as number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes, where for any event, probability of an event A is always greater than or equal to 0 and probability of an event is less than or equal to 1. So that meaning is probability of any event lies between 0 and 1. It is not more than 1 and not less than 0. And probability of happening of an event and probability of happening not that event sum up and will give 1.